All right, today is July the 10th, 2016, and right now at 11:50 p.m. in the foothills of Los Angeles, we have a temperature of 66 degrees. The relative humidity is 71%. We have a dew point of 56 degrees, and the barometer has dropped to 29.93 inches. Okay, so we're looking at the northeast Pacific water vapor loop, and we can see that Hurricane uh, what is this? Hurricane Celia, pardon me, should know that. Celia has strengthened to 80-mile-per-hour winds. This is moving due west, I believe it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at the hurricane map. We have Celia right here with 80-mile-per-hour winds, core pressure of 988 millibar, moving due west at 13 miles per hour. That's a Category 1 storm. We also have another disturbance over here that is just about ready to form into a tropical depression. So we've got a 70% chance of hurricane formation in 48 hours. So we'll keep an eye on that. This will both of these will this will be a hurricane, and of course Celia has formed into a hurricane. And these winds have been maintained about 80 miles per hour all day long. And let's see where this storm is forecast to go. Generally in a westerly direction. There is high pressure been installed all over the East Pacific. And let's go ahead and take a look at that. Here we have, all through here, we have high pressure that's been installed at the 500 and 300 millibar altitudes. So we're going to keep an eye on that. We have this upper level low, which is still spinning. It's absorbed a lot of the moisture from Hurricane Blas, which is no more. Blas is gone. They blew that apart yesterday. We can see that really there's nothing left. Also, the flow that was moving into California has been pretty much evaporated. We can see that there's not really anything heading into California. The stationary low right here that was sitting off the coast of Washington has now moved to the east, and that is developing. We can see all the thunderstorm activity there. And then we have this upper level low over here, just northwest of Hawaii. This has a transmitter on it. We can take a look at that here in the infrared loop. We can see that this area of low pressure is completely isolated by that transmitter, and we can see the dry air. None of the jet stream flow is getting into this area. So the jet stream is forced to move around. It is moving in an easterly direction. Over here we have a low pressure right here, which is taking on some of that jet stream moisture right there. Let's go take a quick look here. We can see that. All right. Here is the East Pacific water vapor loop. We can see this Hurricane Celia, 80-mile-per-hour winds. There's a blast pattern right there. We can see the icicle pattern all the way around the edge here. And just like Blas, they're allowing this storm to form up, to spool up, and put on a bit of a show for a few days, and then they will kill it once it moves out into the open waters. And once it gets close to this upper level low over here, they'll do the same thing they did with Blas. Okay, so that's the plan. They'll let this move about for 2-3 days, and then get rid of these blanks. We've got some bad frames here. Hang on a second. Okay, there we go. It's some corrupted frames, which I just locked out. Okay, so they're going to probably do the same thing with this storm as they did with Blas. It'll move out, and once it gets close to one of these upper level lows, it'll kill it off. The main thing is that none of these storms will be allowed to go north. We've got high pressure installed all through this area. Let's take a look at the infrared map. We can see the intensity of Celia, which is now just forming an eye wall in the last 3 or 4 or 5 frames. Right there, we can see that eye wall. And we can also see the blast pattern right here. And then we have this other developing system right behind it, which has some rotation right there. It looks like it has some counterclockwise rotation there. All right, let's look at the visible light mode, and we can see that that there's a earlier blast pattern right here, which is showing up. This one band, or actually this is a blast pattern right there that is moving out at a rather high velocity. Also, we see the photoshopping right there around the edge of that core. So they are hitting this with microwave. The storm has been sitting at 80 miles per hour. The winds have been basically stable at 80 miles per hour all day, and the microwave hits have maintained the strength of this storm at that level. So they will continue to hit this, and it will put on a show for a couple of days. And then when the storm gets too close to that low out here, they will kill that as well. They'll kill this storm just like they did with Blas. Okay, let's look at the sea level pressure. We can see that high pressure is all stationary, installed right here in the East Pacific. We have a low. This low right here was over Washington here yesterday and the day before. That's moved. We have high pressure indicated right here over Mexico, mainland Mexico. All right, here is the 500 millibar map. We can see that high pressure is installed all through this entire area just in time for these two storms. So there will not be any northbound movement into these waters because of this high pressure, and also none of that moisture will flow north and get into our area. Even though there's a low pressure up here, upper level low spinning, we have that upper level low out by the Hawaiian Islands right here. This has been here for days, several days, just spinning with a transmitter on it. Okay, let's take a look at the 300 millibar map. We can see that the high pressure is indicated all through this area right here, all through there. We have this low. And I just watched the weather on KNBC. There's no rain in the forecast. Of course, it's going to be dry, and actually we're going to see a warming trend. All right, here's the ocean swell report. We can see that we have 9 and 10 foot swells moving into Central and Southern California. And then down here we have 12, 9, and 6 foot swells being generated by Celia right down here. Okay. And the last map, let's take a look at that. That is the surface analysis map showing what's happening here off the coast. We have all this high pressure installed. This is here most of the year. We have a gale indicated here. Area of high pressure up near inland, probably in, this is Idaho. Got a trough right here, low pressure. Okay, so for the next couple of days, we're supposed to have a nice onshore flow from the weather pattern that we're having, but then it's going to change according to the television report and warm up. So we will keep an eye on that, and we will do another update tomorrow. Okay, that's it.